So in terms of non-renewal, Carolyn, if you get a non-renewal notice, what are the next steps? Can you force the issue or what do you do?
Well, the first thing we would need to know is why your carrier is not offering a renewal. If it's because they're leaving the state, for example, no, there's not a lot of options there. But if it's because of something like you've had a water loss, for example, many times we can then, if you install a water shutoff device, you can get the carrier to reconsider and stay on that. So, but once you get that renewal notice and we have to go shopping, we need to check and see if there are any other admitted insurance companies that will offer coverage. Admitted means the insurance companies who file their rates with the state and pay taxes. Those are the companies you've heard about like Chubb, Pure, Travelers, State Farm, etc. If none of them will offer coverage, then we'll shop your coverage with a non-admitted or what's known as surplus lines companies. Many times these are sister companies for these same carriers that we've mentioned, but because they're not as regulated, they can offer coverage for homes located near brush or homes with prior losses, albeit at a much higher rate. So. Ugh. I've offered seminars on this. There's lots of things you can do. The first and obvious thing is replace any wood, especially if you have a wood roof, a wood shake roof. Those are just a non-starter. You're not going to find anybody in California who wants to ride a home that has a wood shake roof. Replace wood roofs, wood decks, wood siding with non-combustible materials. I have a lot of clients say, well, gosh, my wood roof was so charming. It adds to the ambience of the house. That's fine. You can get some synthetic materials that look just like wood. But when an ember lands on it, it's not going to burst into flames. Replace normal attic vents, the screen type ones, with ember resistant vents. That's a very inexpensive retrofit that offers a lot of bang for the buck. Clear any plant material away from your home, such as tree branches that hang over your roof or plants that touch the house. Like if you have a cypress tree that's growing right up against the house, that's basically a Roman candle. You want to remove any flammable bark mulch with non-flammable materials. And then if you happen to be at home when the evacuation order comes in, you want to close your windows and doors and shut your drapes because that will prevent heat transfer from coming in. But we know a lot of times people aren't at home when the fire starts.
So what future changes can we expect in the in this area? I'm starting to get some questions from via email. So anybody who's sending questions, if you want, you can use the chat. That's probably easiest. If you want to email, that's fine too. But are there other things to watch out for going forward besides a continuation of these themes?
No, you're going to continue to see a hard market with more non-renewals, higher rates, higher home construction costs. There's still a high level of uncertainty regarding legislative regulations. You're going to see loss mitigation devices. Those protective devices I mentioned are now, you're going to see them as a requirement for new policies. So hopefully we are seeing carriers that are coming in with expanded programs on the excess and surplus line side, but at least giving us maybe picking up some of the capacity for carriers that are leaving the market or not taking any new business. So it's a lot of flux right now, but it's going to continue to be a hard market through this year.